Hello everyone, it is John, and today's bit of a waffle is about, I see that there's some movement at the moment about this business with, try and get rid of some of this glare. Unfortunately I can't, so I do apologise. It looks like I've acquired another set of eyes. Yes? Oh, look, anyway, dreadfully sorry. One has a Mickey Mouse channel. Yes, so anyway, D&D, look, they're seeing a whole heap of rumours and all sorts of things cropping up at the moment about this one D&D. Well, I think I'm going to have to wait until I actually see the thing, but what it is indicating certainly does worry me. So actually I might take that off and do a video without the glare. Now, of course, all I can see is a blurry me. Thankfully, you can see a clear me, but as I said, you get me for what I am. Yeah, so look, it's very interesting to see that this push towards everything being digital now is concerning for me, and myself as having come from the age of pen and paper, I think rushing down the digital age, which is what it seems to be, look, you may as well play these, what do they call them, MMOs, these online things like World of Warcraft, or many of these other online games that you can play, because there's lots of things that can meet your niche through that. And I think the original intent for D&D, which is to sit around a table with your friends and enjoy each other's company, eat bad food, have good drinks, is, for me, is the quintessential element for role-playing. And I think people pushing this digital age of, virtual tabletops and the online community, and saying, well, look, we've made it safe for everybody. People who feel that they can't feel safe going out and, mixing, well, that's fine. Those elements are there for people, but it shouldn't be the only reason for pushing a particular aspect purely for one section of a community when you look at the significant other part. And of course, if you try to say, oh, look, we don't want to pursue this, obviously you then get branded as somebody who is against these other sections of the community, which I am not. I am just stating that my preference is that I prefer the old pen and paper, sit around a table and enjoy the company of people. I think pursuing this concept of going down the electronic road, that so far, once again, we haven't seen what the actual end result will be. A lot of it is still pretty much up and down. I know there was a lot of talk about certain things being talked about with other releases, and a lot of it didn't happen in many cases because of the uproar that it seemed to incur within the community. And of course, old buggers like me now, we're all dying off, which the new generation of role players are quite happy to see the back of us. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm quite happy to go when my allotted time is off. However, I really don't want my role-playing experience to be destroyed just to meet the demands of this new emerging paradigm, shall we call it. So who knows what the future brings? Yes, electronic gadgetry can enhance a gaming experience. I can't say that it's always for the best, but some people like to use it, some people don't. I'm very much a theatre of the mind because, honestly, that's where things stood at the very beginning of time with role-playing. You know, we didn't have, particularly out here in Australia, the arse end of the world, we got everything last. So, you know, moving forward with the, sadly, Americans don't give a rat's ass about anybody outside their own country unless there's money involved. And unfortunately, Australia, with its incredibly small population, rates for bugger all, really, when the world considers us. So, but yeah, look, who really cares? Look, when it comes to role-playing, whatever format you choose is really up to you. But honestly, I think that moving to a total digital format, whether or not that is what they're talking about, whether or not they're still going to maintain physical hard copies, that I'm assuming they will still keep a hard version, but I'm thinking that that will be more expensive than trying to entice you into their microtransactioned, virtual tabletop Roll20, seeing they've now acquired that. So look, it's all about money now with role-playing, seeing that D&D is supposedly so popular. But then D&D had its heyday back in the, I think it peaked out, can't remember when it peaked out, sometime in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, I think, and then it died until 3rd Ed reappeared. And then 4th Ed didn't prove to be as popular. Some people liked it. 5th Ed, again, it really only took off because of the, I think, because of the media, YouTube and what's that other, Twitch and things like that, where the certain individuals have really pushed the, the entertainment value, which of course a lot of people can't emulate, and people get disappointed when they go, I want this immersive element that these people have shown, and of course they get disappointed because they can't. But anyway, who knows? All right, well, look, thank you, everybody, for listening to yet another bit of a waffle from me. Stick to your pen and paper, good people. Don't go digital. That's my, incredibly biased opinion. But then, hey, I'm an old man, and I am quite... look, I'm thinking that with the way that power and electricity and the demands on budgetary constraints, pen and paper is going to win out over microtransactions, subscriptions, and everything else that's going to be coming in the future. So thank you very much for your time. Until next time, signing off, the Honourable John.